This is Alexander Marquez with another powerful video that's going to help you succeed in your business. And today I want to start covering, this is actually part one of a new series that I'm starting, of a new 4-part series where I'm going to be covering the top mistakes that people make when they decide to get into internet marketing or they decide to launch their own business. And I want to get straight to it. The number one mistake that people make is that they have an idea for a business, so they decide to put up a website, but they just do it randomly without actually planning what they're going to do. So they just set up a blog or they just set up a random website, and they think that because they set up a website, the clients are automatically going to start flowing in. The problem is that this is not really how it works. This is not a way to really be productive in an online business. Everything requires planning if you're going to succeed. Just think about anything in life, whether you're going to take a trip somewhere, whether you're going to plan your wedding, whether you're going to get in on a diet program to lose weight. Everything in life requires planning, because if you just take blind action, you're going to feel good because you might be taking action, but you're not going to be taking the right action. There's a difference between taking action and taking the right action. So you want to plan. What is going to be the purpose of your website? What do you want to achieve from it? You have to ask yourself questions. Are you going to set up a website to generate leads? Is it going to be just a landing page where you offer some kind of free product in exchange for the person's email and name? Are you going to set up a blog where you're going to continuously update and produce new information and develop a following over time? What is your purpose of your website? You have to ask yourself. You have to plan what you want to achieve, what you want to get out of it. All you have to do is go online and you'll see hundreds, if not thousands of websites that just seem to have been set up and just abandoned. And then people complain because they fail in their business, but it's because of a lack of planning. So you have to plan what you want to achieve. With your website, you have to plan what you want to accomplish. And this takes me to my second point, which also it's another mistake that a lot of aspiring business people commit. And this mistake is the huge mistake of not conducting proper market research. A lot of people, they're passionate about a specific subject, and they get excited because they feel that they can turn this specific subject into a business. And it is great to have an opportunity to turn your passion into a consistent full-time income. However, you have to determine, you have to investigate whether this passion is actually going to be profitable. Is there a market out there for what you want to create, for what you want to offer? If there's not a market, then you're going to be wasting your time. It doesn't matter how passionate you are about your idea. If no one else there, if there's no demand for your product, you're going to fail. So you need to conduct proper market research. What are the ways you can conduct market research? The first and obvious way is by conducting keyword research. What are people actually typing when they go online to find your products? So if you're offering acoustic guitar lessons, are people actually typing acoustic guitar lessons on their browser? You have to determine that, and there's many services that you can use online, but you have to do keyword research. How many people are actually searching daily or monthly for your product? Of course, you can always go to online forums. What are people talking about? Just search for forums that are related to the topic you want to conduct a business in, and find out what people are saying out there. Find out if there's actually talk about your product. You can read magazines about what people are interested in. There's many ways to conduct market research. Go on your competitors' websites. Find out if there's other people. Type your product in. Find out if there's other people that have websites that have to do with your product, and kind of analyze what they're doing, and this will give you ideas to do your own idea. So researching competitors is very powerful. Find out by examining what they're doing, you'll be able to determine whether it's a good idea. The other thing you'll be able to determine is there might be too much competition out there. Maybe your idea is good, but if there's too much competition and not enough demand, you're not going to create the results you want. So you have to analyze how much competition there is. Perhaps your topic is a little bit too narrow. To use the guitar lesson example, maybe you originally wanted to get into guitar lessons, but then you decided that this was too broad of a subject, so then you narrowed it down to acoustic guitar lessons, and you determined that it was a better market because it was more of a specific market where there was some demand, a significant demand, but not a lot of competition. So this is very important to conduct market research. That's mistake number 2 that you want to avoid, is not conducting proper market research. Mistake number 3 is having a poorly designed website. Mistake number 1 is just putting up a website with no planning. Mistake number 3 is actually creating your website but poorly planned, where when people land on your website, they don't even know what's going on. They don't even know what you want them to accomplish once they get there. It's hard enough to get traffic to your site, but then once you get the traffic, it's disastrous to think that when people land, they're not going to know what to do because your site is so difficult to navigate. So if you have no skills when it comes to website design, make sure you hire someone that actually knows what they're doing. This is an area where it definitely pays off to invest a little to set up a good looking website that's going to produce the results you want. Of course, if you're going to set up a blog, and that is a very simple format that I definitely recommend, where you can constantly be updating the information, and anyone can basically do that. But the bottom line is, people need to be able to easily navigate your site. Make sure that when they land, you have a section where you tell them about yourself. You have your contact me section. You have your products that you're trying to get them to buy properly displayed. You have your opt-in box displayed at the top of your site so that people can leave their contact information so you can continue to follow up with them. Everything needs to be in a specific spot and easy to find, or else I guarantee you that in this world of constant distraction, people are just going to land on your site and they're going to leave within seconds and never return because you failed to set up your site correctly. So to recap, these 3 mistakes is, number 1 mistake you want to avoid is putting up a website with no planning, with no purpose. Make sure you have you plan before you set up your site what you want to accomplish with it. Number 2 mistake that you have to avoid is starting a business without conducting proper market research. Make sure you're conducting the research and to determine whether there's a proper demand for your business, for your service, for your product. Number 3 mistake to avoid is having a poorly designed website that is difficult to navigate, where people can't find anything. Avoid these 3 mistakes and you will be well on your way to succeed. My name is Alexander Marquez. I want to challenge you to click on the 2 links that are below this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, the first link takes you to my blog, alexandermarquez.net, where you can learn more basic and powerful principles of success. The second link takes you to my free ebooks, which are going to show you how to generate a full-time income from home. Again, this is Alexander Marquez, and I'll see you on my next video. Take care.